Hey, what's going on, everybody? So in this video, we're gonna talk about Dubai. Man, I have some travel stories about Dubai and it's like awesome. I've been to Dubai actually twice. First time was in 2016 and the second time was for New Year's of I think 2018 or 19. I don't know. It was turning, no, it was actually 2019, yeah. So I was, the first time it was kind of crazy. You know, it was a first trip really anywhere outside of Europe and, you know, South America and the Caribbean, anything like that. And it was in 2016 September. I went with my girl. I went with my boy Lewis, my best friend Gabby, and Lewis's sister. And I got to bring my mom. I think that was the first trip I actually took with my mom outside of going to the Dominican Republic, and that was like crazy because my mom was not the type of person to actually go and adventure out, and so it was very special. And I mean, it was an amazing thing. We had views of the Burj Khalifa, and we stayed about like maybe 5-10 minutes to the Burj Khalifa, but we had some views of it, which was really, really cool. And so on top of that, you know, that whole trip, we got to go and experience. I went snowboarding for the first time in Dubai in my life. And I mean, I grew up in Boston where we have, you know, snow resorts about an hour away. And I did it for the first time in Dubai, which was kind of crazy. Another thing, I got to go to the you know, mosque in Abu Dhabi, and that place was, I mean, just epic. It was beyond anything I had ever thought of. And to see the masterpiece that they actually did, I mean, I asked how much they actually spent to actually build it, and they said it wasn't counted. And so you can tell that they spent a lot of money. I mean, beyond a reasonable amount that they want to actually disclose. And they actually had the world's largest chandelier, if I remember, and they had the world's largest carpet there in Abu Dhabi, but they got beaten by Qatar, so that's a whole other thing. But you know, the second time I actually went to Dubai, I actually did more things, because the first time I actually kind of just went for a couple of days. The second time I went for about I think it was a week, and I got to go a second time with my girl, obviously. But that one was one of my boys named Tony, which unfortunately passed away. But I'm so happy we got to actually live those moments of, you know, just epicness for Dubai for New Year's. My boy Chris, Alicia's uncle, which his name is Norji. And it was just such a cool trip where it was us five, and we just had a whole lot of fun. And so we went to the Dubai Frame, and the Dubai Frame is just another masterpiece. I mean, it wasn't built when I went the first time in 2016, but it was like super cool. It's like this legit like rectangle frame, and it has some crazy views of the city and a glass floor where you get on top of it, you legit are looking down. And it's just super crazy, super cool, and definitely put it on your bucket list. Number 2 is gonna be the Burj Khalifa, and I mean, the Burj is the masterpiece of Dubai. Like, I mean, the Burj Al Arab, which is the, I think, 7-star hotel, and I'm dying to stay there for, you know, one of my times that I go there, and the Atlantis, the Palm. But the Burj Al Arab is something that's really cool, but the Burj Khalifa is just on another level. We got to go to the 125th floor, and I think it's 24, and I don't think you get to go to the 26th, but you know, 125th floor is, you know, good enough for me. And you get to really see the views of the city from there. I mean, that's pretty much the tallest point that a tourist can go, unless you pretty much own or live on the other, you know, floors that are up there. But that is insane, and it is a true masterpiece. It's beautiful. It has like some LED lights or something like that on the side of the fountain. And when we actually went to go see the fireworks for the New Year celebration, we saw it at the Burj Khalifa, and it was like the coolest thing ever. And so I would so tell you to go. I mean, that place is a must-see if you go to Dubai. The next one is gonna be the Dubai Mall, which is also attached to the Burj Khalifa. You actually get to go up to the top of the Burj Khalifa going through the mall. And the mall is a city on its own. Like, I mean, there's over 1,000 stores there, and it's like 4 different stories, or at least it felt like 4 stories. There's an aquarium inside, and I'm telling you, I've been to that mall about 3 times, and I could not I couldn't finish it. There's just too many stores, and there's everything you can imagine there, like legit everything. And you know, it's also attached to the mall, the Burj Khalifa, is the fountain, which if you've been to Las Vegas and you go to the Bellagio and they have the water fountain show, the Burj Khalifa, you know, or whatever, it's kind of all owned by the same company. I think it's called Emaar or Enmar, something like that. No, or Demar, I don't know, something like that anyways. But they own the whole thing, and they have the world's largest fountain show or water show. And that is just a whole amazing show just to watch on its own too, which is, I mean, over the top. Dubai is over the top, and that's what I think I love about it. I mean, some people complain that it's a fake city and, you know, all of this, it's 10 years ago or 20 years ago that wasn't there. And obviously, I mean, it needs to grow one way or another. I mean, you know, 50, 100, 200 years ago, most of America probably wasn't built the way it is now, and look at it now. You know, you go back probably 100 years, Las Vegas wasn't Las Vegas, but people still go there and love it. So at the end of the day, Dubai, in my opinion, is just a masterpiece, and especially with their palm. But you know, just going in and wrapping up with this video, the next and, you know, final thing that I'm gonna talk about as must-see things that you have to go do in Dubai is go to Global Village. Global Village was one of my, you know, regrets that I did not spend enough time to go there. I wish I did it earlier. I thought it was gonna be, you know, kind of whack just because it was cheap. And that was the worst possible mistake that I did. I honestly put it last to do on my list. And so I went on my last day, and I honestly, for real, really wish I actually did it sooner so I could have spent more time and gone back. That place is legit like a global village. Like, just to say, the name actually really represents it. They have like different continents that they represent, and they represent Africa, Asia, Europe, America, South America, and inside of the villages there's different countries, and they sell different things from different countries. And they have like a mini theme park in there. You can get Thailand massages from real Thai people, and you can go buy fur from, I think it's like Pakistan. And it's like, it blew my mind just being there. You got to see tribal dances from real Africans and from different countries, and it was like really freaking cool. Like, that is a place you must put on your bucket list. So guys, that's gonna be it for this video. Hope you liked it, and if you are going to Dubai, check it out. So laters guys, subscribe to my channel, and yeah, smash the like button.